made out this evening. And this is certainly a growing event, this fourth art show that's being presented here. It's incredible how it's grown. And it really illustrates what Sea Shepherd's all about, is because what we've been trying to do over the years is to empower people to know that as individuals you can change the world. And this idea for this fundraiser came from Aaron and Derek Swinford, and look where it's come. And it's actually a very, very important part of our annual campaign to go down and protect the whales in the Southern Ocean. I think we're going to win this battle to drive the whalers out of the Southern Ocean. We're getting stronger every year. We've always said we'll do the best we can with the resources available to us, and we're getting stronger and we're becoming more effective. This last season was the first season that we saved more whales than they killed. And we cost them $135 million in losses. It's a very, very difficult campaign. We're going down to the most hostile and remote area on the planet. And just to sum up for people who aren't aware why we're doing what we're doing, is Japan is targeting endangered whales, fins and humpbacks, protected whales, minkies, in an internationally established whale sanctuary. I don't know what it is about the word sanctuary. They don't seem to understand, but they're killing whales in a sanctuary in violation of a global moratorium on whaling, in violation of the terms of the Antarctic Treaty, in contempt of the Australian Federal Court. These people are criminals, they are poachers, but they happen to be supported. They happen to be supported by one of the most powerful economic powers on the planet, which is Japan. So we're up against a very, very powerful opponent. And I think we can beat them. And we can beat them because people are becoming to understand that we do not live on this planet alone. We share this planet with millions of other species, fellow Earthlings. And you know, we sometimes live under the impression that we own this planet. We don't. This is a big spaceship. It's going through the universe at incredible speeds, and it's got a crew and it's got passengers. We're the passengers. The crew are those species that make it possible for us to be here. The ones that provide us with food to eat, air to breathe, water to drink, the life support system of Spaceship Earth, the biosphere. And right now, we're in danger of seriously weakening that biosphere. And if it collapses, if the oceans die, we die. Everything that we have around us will collapse. We are dependent upon a healthy ocean. And all of the world's fisheries are in trouble right now. And they're in trouble because economics is being put before ecology. We just came back from the Mediterranean where we were trying to protect bluefin tuna. In 5 to 6 years, there will be no more bluefin tuna in the oceans unless we take action. And the reason for this is a thing I call the politics of extinction, the economics of extinction. Corporations have discovered they can make billions of dollars by driving species into extinction. And to give you an example with the bluefin, the more bluefin they catch and put into warehouses as frozen carcasses in the warehouses, and Mitsubishi's building giant warehouses in Japan. They've got 4 years supply right now. They want 10 to 15 years supply. The more bluefin tuna in the warehouse, the less there are in the ocean. This fish, this one fish, is worth $75,000 a piece. That's one of the most valuable fish on the planet. But the more they pack into the warehouses, the fewer in the ocean, the greater the value of the fish rises. If they wipe it out, and they've got 10 to 15 years supply, they can set their own price. It'll be $1 million fish, and Mitsubishi will make billions of dollars. They don't care about the future. They only care about short-term investment for short-term gain, and that is why the oceans are being destroyed. We know where we're going. We know we're destroying this planet, and we're doing it because, not that we don't understand, not that we're not aware, because the people who are responsible do not give a shit. They don't care. And we're going to, the only thing that's going to convince them is our passion and our courage. For any of you who have seen Whale Wars, one of the criticisms that we get from people is, my crew are not professionals. They're inexperienced. They're incompetent. Well, I'll tell you, I could not pay professionals to do what my volunteers do out there. They bring courage and passion and dedication, and they do things that professionals just would not do. Back in 1914, Ernest Shackleton went to Antarctica, and the London Times newspaper was full of editorials criticizing him, saying that his crew were inexperienced, that he didn't have professionals. And his answer was, I want to get to the pole, and I'm not going to get to the pole with professionals. I need men of passion. And that's exactly why we do what we do. Except, the difference is that we have men and women of passion. And men and women from countries all around the world. When we go down there, we have at least 14 to 18 different nationalities on board our ships, including Japan. I want to make it very clear that we are not anti-Japanese. We are anti-Japanese whaling, as we are anti-Norwegian whaling and anti-Icelandic whaling and anti-Faroese whaling. And we're actually have been able in the last few years to break through this veil of media secrecy in Japan, and now there's an ongoing controversy and discussion amongst Japanese people as to what they're doing, if it's right or wrong. This last year was probably the most aggressive campaign that we've had to experience. Thanks to two individuals, we were able to acquire two ships. One was Bob Barker, who gave us a donation of $5 million, which we bought the vessel, which we named the Bob Barker. Nice. And that was our stealth vessel that came out and caught them completely unawares. The second was the Audi Gill, which the money came from a Los Angeles person who's in the entertainment industry named Audi Gill, who's here with us tonight. And with that, we secured the vessel Earth Race, which still holds the world's record for circumnavigating the globe, and that was our fast interceptor vessel. It was so effective that the Japanese realized they had to take it out. And on January 6th, the Shonan Maru No. 2 deliberately rammed and cut it in half, destroyed it and sunk it, and almost killed 6 of the crew that were on board. This is to show you the double standard that we're up against. Not one authority has been able to question the captain of that Japanese vessel. I know of no other incident in maritime history where a captain has rammed, even accidentally, has hit another ship and has not been questioned. What that means is they've been given the green light to be even more aggressive with us this next year. Meanwhile, Captain Peter Bethune of the Audi Gill boarded the Shonan Maru to confront the captain who destroyed his ship and was taken back as a prisoner to Japan and held incarcerated for 148 days and was then convicted of sentenced to 2 years suspended and then was now back safely in New Zealand. But he was not even allowed to mention in the Japanese court the reason why he boarded the Shonan Maru, to confront the captain who destroyed his ship. So they can destroy a $3 million ship, almost kill 6 people, and nobody questions them. But when the captain of the victimized vessel confronts the captain who destroyed his ship, he's immediately taken prisoner. So we're up against some very frightful odds. By the way, I am now officially on the Interpol